Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting season of Westview Warrior basketball at LaguanaMedia.com. This is Jerry Hosteller, along with the Westview Whistler, Dan Byler. And tonight we tip off our streamcast with the boys and girls doubleheader from Westview as Ryan Yoder's Lady Warriors face Kristen Parsons' Bethany Bruins in the first game this evening. The Lady Warriors bring a 2-3 record into tonight's first game, while the Lady Bruins have suffered just one defeat so far this season and have an impressive 4-1 mark as they bring that into the hardwood tonight. Dan, over to you.
Tonight's game sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Our pregame sponsor this year is J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet no matter where you live. Call 574-349-7673. Our halftime sponsor is Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg, featuring smoked turkey pizza as their pizza of the month during November. And we'll continue this right after the national anthem.
Our national anthem tonight is being sung by Ella Yoder. Beautiful job done there by a student at Westview High School, Ella Yoder.
And I think, Jerry, we'll have to get back to our sponsors at some point later in the game, maybe during the first time out, because I think we're going to be ready for starting lineups here.
First of all, for the Bethany girls, as we'll announce them as they come out of their huddle down here with their head coach, Kristen Parson, who's in her 17th year already with Bethany. Number 44 is Jessica Caffey, a 5'6" senior. Eva Horning, a 5'1" junior. She's averaging 2.8 points per game. Number 14 is Colette Kern, a 5'6" senior, averaging 3.2 points per game. Number 24 is Mariah Stoltzfus, a 5'3" junior, averaging 11.2 points per game. And at the final position is Kirsten Todd, a 5'10" senior, averaging 4.8 points per game. And now for our Lady Warriors, who bring a 2-3 record into tonight's game under the direction of third-year head coach Ryan Yoder. Starting at one guard will be Andrea Miller, a 5'1" senior. Starting at the other guard position will be Hope Bortner, 5'4" junior. Number 15, 5'6" sophomore Morgan Riegsecker. At the other forward position for the Lady Warriors will be 5'10" freshman Michaela Mast. And rounding out the starting lineup tonight for the Lady Warriors will be number 33, 5'5" senior Sarah Lapp.
Interesting looking at them out there, Jerry. We had a senior, a junior, a sophomore, a freshman, and then another senior. And they got taller the younger they were.
Yeah, that's true.
So it bodes for good things for the future, I guess.
I think so. There was a couple of tall girls on the JV game which was played before this game, too.
I think we had a 5'11" girl.
Yeah.
It might be another freshman or a sophomore. I don't remember now, but yeah. So that's a good sign.
So the girls started their season back on, let's see, it was on November 5th at East Noble. Tip is controlled by Bethany. Mariah Stoltzfus brings it across the timeline. Westview starts out in a man-to-man. Pass goes right side to Kern. Colette Kern, inside pass to Kirsten Todd, and she misses a shot. Westview grabs it, and up the court we come with Andrea Miller.
So Mariah Stoltzfus and Zoe Willems, the big scorers for the Lady Bruins, both averaging double digits. Willems, their leading scorer, 17 points a game so far this year, and Stoltzfus at 11.2.
Bethany girls have been pretty tough. Last year they defeated the Lady Warriors 33-27.
But last year they were missing their second leading scorer, which is Stoltzfus, when we played them. I did notice when I set up my roster this year, Jerry, that there were no new players on their roster. It was just a subset of last year's. There were 2 seniors that are no longer there, but otherwise it was the exact same roster as last year, so a lot of experience. All the players on their roster played varsity last year.
As I recall, there's only a couple seniors or
right,
three.
Even now there's only
four,
a couple seniors.
Yeah. Andrea Miller will inbound. Foul went against Zoe Willems. Drive and the shot short by Andrea Miller. Looked like it was partially blocked. The rebound will be brought up by Mariah Stoltzfus. She'll go left side with it to Zoe Willems. Williams puts it up with her left hand, misses a shot, and Sarah Lapp grabs a rebound for the Lady Warriors. No score, 6:45 to go first quarter.
Let's see, this is the 5th girl for the Westview players already, I think. I'm not sure how many has Bethany played.
Bethany's played 5 as well. They're 4-1. They've only lost to Central Noble. Bethany on the steal, drives after the pass goes to Zoe Willems, and she scores under the basket, the first 2 points of the night for either team. Warriors having trouble getting across the court. Goes out of bounds, and Westview or Bethany will have it.
Second turnover for the Lady Warriors.
Bethany came out with a press, and it's given the Warriors so far a hard time. Eva Horning out front, picks up her dribble, looks for a pass. She'll get it off to Willems. Willems hands it off to Stoltzfus. Stoltzfus, good ball handler. Takes it to the right wing, bounce pass inside, looking for the shot, can't find it. They'll get it back out front. Shots up, no good by Horning. And the rebound was temporarily grabbed there by Westview's Michaela Mast, but right it back into the hands of Bethany. Shot from three-point land is no good, and we have an offensive foul over the back on Bethany's Kirsten Todd.
Yeah, she went up over the top. It's the first foul called either way. Oh, no, that's the second already.
Well, they had one on Willems.
Willems earlier, yeah.
2-0 Bethany.
Todd averaging almost 5 points a game as well. She's their third leading scorer.
Lapp gets it to Reedsecker. Back out front, it'll come to Andrea Miller. Andrea gets a screen from Reedsecker, and we have a traveling violation. Is Andrea trying to get that pass off. A little off timing, and she dragged her pivot foot.
So welcome, folks. Had a little technical difficulties getting on the air, but glad you're with us. 5:02 to go here in the first quarter. Lady Warriors trailing by 2-0 right now.
Ball last off the knee of Bethany Bruin, so Westview will inbound the basketball.
And I believe that's their first turnover of the night. Westview with 3 so far. One of those leading to a breakaway layup for the only points of the night for Bethany's Zoe Willems.
We'll see if Westview can put some points on the board here. Andrea Miller's going to drive it in, have it knocked away. Right back into the hands of Andrea, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay in the hands of the Lady Warriors. They'll inbound to the right of their own basket, extended underneath. And Andrea will trigger it in for the Warriors. She'll get it into Riedsecker, up top to Bortner. Now right side, Andrea Miller back to Bortner on top of the key. Riedsecker bounce passes it up to Mast. Mast drives and then gives off to Bortner. Mast with the ball, looks for help, and it's knocked away. Good defense by Bethany.
Snuck up from behind and helped out there on the downside.
Inside pass to Colette Kern, and she has it blocked away, but gets the ball back. Out front now it comes to Mariah Stoltzfus. Stoltzfus goes right side to Kern. Kern in the paint to Willems, and then right side, shots in the air, no good by Horning. Battle for the basketball, still loose on the floor and picked out of there finally by Michaela Mast. She'll get it to Hope Bortner. Bortner to Andrea Miller. Now in the corner, ball knocked away. Tenacious defense here in the early going by Bethany. Mariah Stoltzfus hustled over, knocked that ball out of bounds.
So far, neither team having a lot of luck getting the ball to go down the hole.
Well, that's right, just 2 points on the board, and we only have 3 minutes and 37 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lap down the baseline, good drive.
Left-handed layup from the right side. She's right-handed.
Sarah, good athlete. And I assume with that last name, she must have been an import from Pennsylvania. That's a common name out there like Yoder is here.
Yeah. Actually, I think more recently her family came from the Bern area.
Oh, okay.
Or down around Fort Wayne somewhere.
Yeah.
But very well could have some Pennsylvania background.
Whistle underneath. It's going to be a foul on Westview. The battle for the rebound.
Foul is going to be called on Michaela Mast, her first, Westview's first. So that was the third offensive board for the Lady Bruins. Zoe got that back, so she has all their points right now. 3 points, chance to make it 4.
Well, when we first got here, I noticed the varsity girls were kind of watching the JV girls warm up, and that some of those girls were as tall as I am, and some maybe even taller, so I figured we might have a little hard matchup here with their height.
Yeah, that's been an issue the last number of years for Westview. The Westview girls team is to have any kind of height.
Michaela Mast grabs that one, that rebound. She's only a freshman, but 5'10". Bortner out front, or lap rather, goes right side, ball knocked away, and bouncing on the out of bounds line on the side, Mariah Stoltzfus. And so it'll be a turnover on Bethany.
Cameron Miller checked in at some point here. I guess I missed that.
Cameron, number 5.
Came in for Morgan Riedsecker. Another
Ball
turnover.
Knocked away as they tried to get the interior pass to Bortner. Drive is no good, too hard off the glass by Horning. Goes out of bounds, but it will stay in the hands of Bethany.
So this is interesting, Jerry. I show we've taken 2 shots, so we're shooting 50%.
3-2. It's a close ball game, but
they've taken 9 shots.
And
Make
number 10 is no
good.
good.
Still only made 1, so they're shooting 10%, but they're winning. Michaela Mast's third rebound.
Lap will get it to Andrea Miller. She's being hawked out front. Gets around traffic there with good ball handling. Sarah Lapp down the baseline. Tries to unload the pass underneath. Slipped off her fingers and right into the hands of Mariah Stoltzfus. She's going to take it coast to coast, and we have a blocking foul called on Westview.
Will be called on Hope Bortner. That'll be here first, team's second.
Don't forget we have the boys coming up next. First game of the season for them.
Saying that was on the shot, so that'll put Mariah Stoltzfus at the line. She doesn't have any attempted shots yet that count. I mean, she had just attempted it, but obviously since she was fouled, it did not count as a missed shot. And she's on the board now. 1 free throw 4-2, Westview trailing by 2. 1:56 to go here in the first quarter.
Stoltz, who's their leading free throw shooter, 69% from the charity stripe. Hits both of those, 2 for 2. 5-2 ball game, Bethany leading Westview. Andrea Miller gets it to Cameron Miller in the corner right side. She'll give it off out front. Now it'll come to Mast. Mast to Lap. She drives and then feeds it left side to Miller, Andrea Miller. Now to Mast for 3, and it's nothing but air. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Bethany ball. Minute 32 to go in the first quarter, Dan.
Not sure if that's necessarily where we wanted a shot, but we had a wide open shot.
I mean, wide open. Yeah.
This is the first game I've seen the girls play, so I mean, maybe she does shoot threes. I don't know, but
well, she shoots 40% from the
three-point
land. So yeah, that one she was a little bit off target. There's another one, and this one is nothing but net.
That'll work.
She had to make up for that bad miss on that last one.
Just tied it up. We're still shooting 50%. And she just picked up her second foul. So she's got 4 rebounds, 1 block shot, 2 fouls, and a three-pointer. She's getting in all kinds of stats.
That's
there
right.
now, so.
She's in the book.
And with that second foul, she's heading back out. Morgan Rieksecker coming back into the game for Westview.
So we have Andrea Miller, Cameron Miller, Hope Bortner, Sarah Lapp, and Morgan Riegsecker on the floor for the Warriors. Bethany with Jessica Caffey in there.
Willems
Who scored that? Willems?
Willems scooped that up and in to take the lead back, 7-5. Bruins, 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Bortner
talking to assistant coach Adam Christner before the game. He said their game plan is to try to get at least 10 points per game and to limit Willems and Stoltzfus.
Shot in the air by Bortner doesn't go, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Bethany ball with 23.1. He said how many points per game? Or 10?
What's that? He's hoping that we get at least 10 points per quarter. We're averaging 36, just a little over 36 points a game. So, and Bethany's averaging a little over 50. So definitely need to limit their output and score at least 40.
Right, we're halfway there, but there's only 9.1 seconds to go. Foul's going to be on Cameron Miller, her first.
4 on the Lady Warriors now. 9.1 seconds to go, and the Bruins will be triggering it in on the baseline off to the left side.
Zoe Willems will bring it in for Bethany. They'll lob it inside to Kirsten Todd, and we have a traveling violation inside the lane on Todd as she tried to unload the pass.
6.6 seconds. Westview's got to go the length of the court.
Cameron Miller throws it inside. Yep,
too many passes.
Yeah, it was. So that'll do it for the first 8 minutes of basketball here in the girls' game. Game 1 tonight. Bethany 7, Westview 5. We'll be back with quarter number 2 right after this 60-second timeout.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988 and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Back at Westview getting set for second quarter action here in our first game of this girls and boys doubleheader tonight. Bethany leading the Lady Warriors by a score of 7-5. As we begin quarter number 2, Westview gets the ball first.
Some confusion here. Looked like maybe Michaela didn't check back in before she headed onto the floor. Oh, and they're saying she has to wait now for the first dead ball. I'm not sure why, since they hadn't triggered the ball in yet. Seems a little odd. So Westview with the ball to start the second quarter.
With it up front is Andrea Miller, and the ball's kicked by Zoe Willems.
Kayla comes back in, comes in for Hope Portner. So far, Westview just has played 6 players. He's been rotating the starters plus Cameron Miller through the lineup.
Cameron remains on the floor. We have a reach-in foul is going to be called on Bethany.
Foul is going to be called on Morgan Chupp. That's her first, team's third now. Westview not made it to the free throw line yet. Of course, we haven't taken a whole lot of shots. We've taken 5 as compared to the 12 for the Lady Bruins.
Michaela Mask with the inbound pass. She'll give it to Sarah Lapp. Lapp takes it left side and pulls it back out front on the pass to Andrea Miller. Bounce pass left side comes to Cameron Miller. Out of Michaela Mast. She'll take the jumper and hits from the left side.
Just inside the three-point line. She's got a nice shot, doesn't she?
She does. Nice smooth shot.
7-7 tied up. 7:17 to go in the first half.
I know she's very young, and maybe it's her blonde hair, but she kind of reminds me of a girl that used to play basketball here and ended up going to Valparaiso University.
Has that Grace Hales?
Yeah, that'd be Grace Hales. Was that a 3, Dan?
Stoltzfus hit a 3, yes.
That's her first of the night. 5 altogether, 2 from the free throw line. Lapp has it knocked away as she drives toward the basket.
And I guess we will get a trip to the free throw line now. Sarah Lapp will get to shoot a couple. That foul is going to be called on Stoltzfus. Her first, 4 on the Lady Bruins. Nobody in any kind of foul trouble there. They're spread out across 4 different players.
Sarah with a 1 regular field goal. Misses the first free throw. She'll have 1 more. Hope Bortner checks back into the contest, and coming to the bench will be Cameron Miller.
Back to the original starting lineup right now.
Sarah eyes and flies her second shot and misses this one. Ball saved from going out of bounds, but right into the hands of Michaela Mast, and she's whistled for traveling.
So goodness, how do I score that, Jerry? Offensive board and a turnover each way?
Yeah, that's what it would be.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
they got
the
size
size of it.
Lost it out, threw it back into us, and then we turned it over again.
Horning out front. She's a point guard for the Bruins. Kirsten Todd. Now a shot from way outside again by Stoltzfus, and she's getting hot here.
Thinking maybe we don't want to give her that shot.
I don't think so. I think somebody's got to get out on her. Bortner being double teamed in the corner of the front court.
I think Todd's going to pick up her second foul. Turned it almost turnover into a foul on the Bruins. 5 team fouls now. Coming back in for the Lady Bruins is Colette Kern. Coming in for Todd with the 2 fouls.
Bethany has opened up a 6-point lead. Sorry, Dan.
I was just going to say that shortens them up quite a bit, taking Todd out of the lineup.
Lapp will get it to Mast, and her bank shot's no good. Rebound comes down to Bethany's Jessa Caffey. Mariah Stoltzfus with the ball. She'll go right side. Another 3 in the air, this time by Willems, is off the mark, and Hope Bortner picks up the loose ball.
They're certainly not scared to put up the threes. Shown they can hit them now.
Yeah, they're good shooters.
Set play here for Westview, clearing it out for Lapp.
Lapp misses the
all the
layup.
way in.
And we have a jump or a held ball.
We have our tallest girl in there battling for it, Andrea Miller at 5'1", battling two Bruins, and created the held ball situation.
Bethany inbounding. Westview putting on the full court pressure. Michaela Mast hawking Mariah Stoltzfus, and she brings it across the timeline. Wide open on the corner left side is Kern. Won't take the shot. Tries to get it inside on a chest pass underneath the Willems. Now outside to the hot shooter from outside. She misses on the three-point. Now we've got an offensive foul underneath.
No, yeah, well, Sarah Lapp did a nice job boxing out, and Kern was trying to get around her every way she could. Ended up getting called for the foul. So that's 16 fouls. So 5:07 to go in the half. Westview will be shooting free throws on any subsequent fouls here by the Bruins.
Lapp walks it up for Westview.
Looks like they switched to a 2-3 zone. They've been playing man pretty much the whole game.
Good adjustment by the Lady Warriors. Bortner retrieves it right at the half-court stripe. Good job. Lapp on a pass underneath. Good work by the Lady Warriors.
Lapp saw the opening underneath, cut in, and Bortner caught her cutting to the basket.
They adjusted to that zone well. There's a couple times where the ball almost got away, but they recovered and got the easy layup underneath. You can see where the team has matured this year since last year.
I think we hit the strap. She has a really high arcing shot, and that time it bounced off the back of the rim and hit the strap. So Stoltzfus finally misses a three. Well, actually, I have a couple threes here in the first quarter. I'm not sure who missed them, but here in the second quarter, she was 2 of 3. While we have an opportunity, I might just run down our sponsors for this year. This evening's game, we'd mentioned earlier, the Weaver Furniture Sales is our game sponsor. Our pregame sponsor is J&R Solutions, and our halftime sponsor this year is Pizza Depot. Also brought to you by Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Call Dale at 260-463-3970. Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. Stutzman Power Equipment on US 20 West in Shipshewana. Height Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Also, Dry Forest Wood Products on County Road 675 West in Shipshewana. By Laguana, your local creative services provider. By Animal Care Clinic of Topeka, across from the Topeka Sale Barn. Also, Avail Portable Toilet and Sink Rentals. Daily, weekly, or monthly rentals. By Jerry's Standard Service in Middlebury. By Topeka Pharmacy, 101 North Main in downtown Topeka. Also, the Van Buren Hotel at Shipshewana. And by Emma Warehouse. See them for Valspar Paint and Painting Supplies in downtown Emma. And by Ben's Pretzels, located south of Shipshewana on State Road 5. Tonight's game is a presentation of Laguana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Thanks, Dan. Back to action now as the timeout is concluded. Westview has a basketball, or did. Now it's stolen away. Still loose on the floor. Still a battle for it. And it's thrown up in the air and grabbed by Sarah Lapp at midcourt.
After the scrum, the Warriors end up with the ball.
That's right. Mast from the corner hits a three. Her second three of the night.
That was huge. Got us back within a point, 12-13. 3:25 to go in the first half.
Mariah Stoltzfus, 5'3" junior, leads her team in scoring tonight with 8 points. Top of the post, it comes to Caffey, and then the pass goes to Willems, and she misses a shot from outside, so the Warriors a chance to take the lead here. Lap across the timeline. Hands it off. Shot in the air by Bortner's off the mark, no good, and the rebound's pulled down by Zoe Willems. Baseball pass drilled ahead, and Bortner right there to intercept. And then she's fouled by Colette Kern.
Add a little insult to injury there. Turnover and then get called for the foul. Nice play by Bortner to be there to get that back.
Westview in a bonus. They'll come to the other end of the court and hope Bortner will shoot one in the bonus.
And that'll be the second on Kern. So Bortner a chance for first points tonight.
Misses off the front of the iron, and it's grabbed off the rim there by Zoe Willems. Willems all the way down, hands it off to Stoltzfus. She drives it into the paint, puts it up, no good. Reverse layup is up and good by Kirsten Todd. Her first two of the night. Lap in the corner to Bortner, left wide open for three, and it's no good this time. Goes out of bounds, last touch by Bethany, and it'll be Westview ball. Cameron Miller in, Andrea Miller out. Andrea, nope, it's going to be Hope Bortner that'll trigger it in. Bortner looking to inbound.
Kayla Mass looking to unload.
Bortner takes it down to the baseline. She'll put it up from 10. In and out, no good. Having trouble hitting that shot tonight. That one was halfway down, came popping back out again. With the ball is Kirsten Todd. She'll get it down low, and traveling inside the lane was Zoe Willems.
So Bethany still hanging on to that 3-point lead. They've had the lead the entire game, lead or tied the entire game. We've tied them up several times. We have not quite taken the lead ever.
Andrea Miller up top. Bortner left open again. She's going to keep firing away. This one off the back of the rim, no good. Riegsecker with a rebound to get it out of trouble. Bethany fans wanted traveling, and they were probably right, but
Probably
Andrea
should've.
Miller hits a three.
So it either been a travel or a foul, something, or a
right.
held ball, or
Got the shot off from the top of the circle, and she hit it for three to tie it up at 15. Inside pass to Kirsten Todd. She'll put it up too hard. Now we have another foul. This time it's going to go against Bethany over the back, and it'll be called on Zoe Willems.
her second.
So once again, we'll walk to the other end of the court, and again it'll be Hope Bortner at the free throw line.
Hope Bortner looking for a can opener, trying to get that lid off of there.
That's right.
Has not been able to. I mean, she's had several shots that have been real close, in and out, but so far nothing's stayed down for her. There we go.
Nothing
Squished
but
it.
net on that one. She's a 60% free throw shooter. Actually, she shoots pretty well for even three-point land, 44%. So
And that's our first lead of the game.
second shot in the air off the back of the rim. Battle for the ball. Last touch by Bethany. It'll be Westview, or last touch by Westview, I should say. It'll be Bethany basketball. 69 seconds showing the clock here at Westview. Until halftime of the first game tonight. Bethany Bruins boys and the Westview boys will do battle after this one is over. Driving to the basket, putting it up, no good. Good block by Michaela Mass, but getting it right back for was Bethany, and the shot up in the air and banked in by Morgan Chupp.
And the look on her face is like, ooh.
Chupp, her first two of the night. Wonder if that's Gary Chupp's.
I
son
bet
or
it
daughter.
is.
I know he's got a son that plays on the boys, Tyson. I should have asked him. I saw him before the game. Didn't
I
think about
talked to
it.
him briefly too, but I didn't.
20 seconds. Westview looks like they'll be happy to just kill the clock here. And now we have a reach-in foul called on Bethany.
And that's on
Zoe
maybe on
Willems.
Stoltzfus, I think.
Okay.
And that her second. So. And that'll put Andrea at the line to shoot 1-1 still. Andrea with 3 points so far.
One foul away from the double bonus.
She could hit these both. That would tie us up again.
Nothing but net on that one. Andrea, 64% free throw shooter.
They're only 2 of 6 from the line so far this evening.
Second shot. Once again, nothing but net. 5 now for Andrea. 18-18.
Fourth tie this evening.
Good ball game.
7 seconds.
Fake on a three. Willems drives, puts it up, and she's fouled in the process. I'm not sure whether that's going to be there'll
Hope
be a
it's not
shooting
on
foul.
Michaela Mast.
It's
It's going to be on Morgan Rieksecker. That's actually the first foul called on us in the second quarter.
Wow. Didn't even think about that.
Willems 1 of 2 from the stripe tonight.
This is it.
1 of 3. They had been 3 of 4 in that first period. Coming into the game, is this her first? No, Caffey was in earlier. So Jessica Caffey back in, 5'6" senior.
Willems is their best free throw shooter percentage-wise, 79%. Gets that one. 19-18, Westview is going to get the shot off, but it won't go.
Yeah, they were waving it off, so it wasn't in time anyway.
So we've reached halftime here of the first game in this doubleheader tonight. The Westview Lady Warriors trailing the Bethany Bruins. It's Bethany 19, Westview 18. Dan will be back with first half stats and scoring right after this 2-minute timeout.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Back at Westview High School, Westview trailing by 1 at the half. Have only held the lead briefly late, with 1 minute 11 to go in the first half. We took the lead on the second of Andrea Miller's free throws. We led 16-15 at that point. Otherwise, we've pretty much been playing catch up the whole time. Taking a look at individual scoring, first for the Lady Bruins, being led right now by Mariah Stoltzfus. She's averaging 11.2 a game. She already has 8, and 6 of those came on back-to-back threes at the beginning of the second quarter. Junior Zoe Willems averaging 17 a game, only 6 right now, and she's put up a fair number of shots. Has only had she had 2 regular buckets and is 2 of 4 from the stripe. Other scoring for the Lady Bruins, Morgan Chupp, a 5'7" junior, has 3. She hit a 3 in the second period. She banked it in towards the end of the quarter there. And then Kirsten Todd, their 5'10" senior, playing the center spot, hit a bucket. She's 1 of 2, so 2 points for her. Overall, the Lady Bruins are 4 of 6. They're 3 of 9 from three-point range and 3 of 13 inside the arc. So overall, 6 out of 22. They've taken quite a few more shots than Westview has. Individual scoring for Westview, Hope Bortner has hit 1 free throw, 1 of 3, so she has 1 point. 4 points for Sarah Lapp, senior, had a bucket each quarter, missed a couple free throws. 5 points for Andrea Miller, also a senior point guard. She hit a 3 and it was 2 for 2 from the stripe in that second period. And leading Westview right now is freshman Michaela Mast with 8 points. She's averaging 8 points a game. She already has 8. She's hit 2 threes. She's 2 of 4 from three-point range and 100%, 1 for 1 from inside the arc. She also has 2 block shots and 4 rebounds. So Michaela having a heck of a game. Westview is 3 of 7 from the free throw line, so we gave away a few free throws there, a few free points. One of those is the front end of a 1-and-1. 3 of 7 inside the arc and 3 of 8 outside. So we've taken 15 shots and the Lady Bruins have taken 22. And if you look at the rebounding totals, so Westview has 10 compared to 14 for the Lady Bruins, and out of the Lady Bruins 14, 6 of those are offensive boards. So that's probably why they have so many more shots.
Yeah.
Oh, and turnovers. In the first quarter, Westview had 6 turnovers, only 1 in the second. The Lady Bruins with 5 total.
I was looking at the.
Hang on a second, Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
We forgot. We have a new halftime sponsor. Tonight's halftime show brought to you by Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring a smoked turkey pizza special during the month of November. So go ahead, Jerry.
Well, yeah. What I was going to say is, I was looking when we were going through the scoring, I was looking at their heights on this team, and I know some of these girls are taller than 5'10", unless I shrunk.
Well, that does happen, Jerry. But
yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I'm getting up there now. So, yeah, Kirsten Todd is listed at 5'10", but, man, I thought she looked taller than me when I walked by her before the game.
Yeah, Michaela Mass for West is listed at 5'10", too, and I was thinking Kirsten stood taller than her, but maybe not. So.
I don't know, but they are hurting us on the boards, no doubt, and that's giving them their extra shots, as you alluded to. But the Warriors have hung in there and done a good job. I thought it was going to be a tough task for them tonight, hanging with Bethany, because they are 4-1 this year, and they've beaten some pretty decent teams. So it'll be interesting second half. I think Coach Ryan Yoder's really got his Lady Warriors playing good basketball. I know, it's been a kind of a struggle to get the Warriors back on their feet after taking over the team a few years ago and losing a lot of talent from the Randy Yoder years.
Losing a lot of talent and just no height. I mean, we've been having to play with almost all guards.
Yeah.
And I mean, one of the things he had the girls working on over the summer is he had challenged them, and I think it was, the challenge was they're supposed to make 10,000 baskets during the summer. Didn't matter how many shots it took, but they were supposed to make that many, and layups didn't count.
So that gives them a goal.
Well, just that idea of shooting, and so you get to the point where it just feels like the ball should go in every time.
Right. Yeah.
So, and I think some of that pays off. I've been sort of excited watching Michaela Mass play here. Of course, as a freshman, she would have been playing junior high last year, so.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I didn't know what she had. So,
and being a freshman, she might still grow. I mean, she might be the size of a Tiffany Fisher, or who else did we have? Oh, we had
Maria.
Yeah, Maria.
And sorry, I'm watching
McCoy.
Yeah, Maria McCoy. I'm watching the game out here. Justin and Jessica Yoder's daughter's having a pretty good game out here. I'm pretty sure that's her. That she's number 5 there with the ball right now. She got a layup a little bit ago, and she just created a steal, but now she just turned it over.
Well, Ryan Yoder's daughter.
Is that number 11?
Number 11,
yeah. So those girls are going to be, is that Harper or Haley?
One of them, yeah, I'm not sure.
But sort of fun to watch these younger girls playing.
I think these are, 3rd and 4th graders?
Yeah, I think so.
Like
I don't know all these girls. Some of them look familiar. It's sort of like, well, I think I know her mom might be.
Right. Yeah, it's always interesting. And I tell you, back in the day when we were this age and got to play in front of a varsity, at a varsity basketball game in front of a crowd, it was something you look forward to all day, even though it got kind of messy, when you got out there. But it's always fun. We're at halftime here at Westview. Game 1 of a doubleheader tonight. The Lady Warriors are trailing the Bethany girls by a score of 19-18.
Should mention earlier this evening, Amber Roth and Sydney Burkett's JV girls ended up beating the Bethany Bruins. They only played 2 quarters because Bethany has a limited number of players, and if they'd have played a full 4 quarters, they might not have had enough girls to play the varsity game with enough quarters left over. But they ended up beating them 16-15. And over in the old gym, at the same time, the JV boys teams battled it out, and it was back and forth most of the game, but Westview ended up pulling out a 10-point win at the end, 48-38. Also wanted to make you aware that coming up on December 17th, there is an alumni game fundraiser here at Westview High School. we'd encourage any and all of you to come. I think it's they have like a $5 a person entry fee and I don't remember. I think maybe a $10 max for a family. But the idea is come and have some fun. They're going to have players from the 1970s through 2021, both on the boys and the girls side. Girls game will start at 6 o'clock, and then followed by the boys game. And I think they have some other activities going. There's going to be some three-point shooting, and I'm not sure what all else is going to be happening. But encourage everybody to come out and support the Warriors. It should be a lot of fun.
That'll be a lot of fun. Bring back a lot of memories, and yeah, it's going to be a fun evening here at Westview. Hope you can come out for that game. One of the guys that might be playing in that is this guy right here, Fisher. Is that Todd Fisher?
Yeah, that's Todd Fisher. He would have graduated in, 1981 or 82? I think he only played 1 year here at Westview because they moved into the area.
I remember
his younger brothers, Kevin and Kurt, played.
I remember broadcasting a game he played in because we were in the old gym, and it was when I was working at Goshen at the radio station, and he was playing in that game, so I remember that. Because he's a big guy, and they're kind of limited here at Westview.
Yes, they are, yes. Of course, while he would have been playing, I think we had Mark Kripe, who was 6'8", but Todd was an all-around ball player, though. He was a really good ball player and tall. So. Right. And, of course, he's the father of Tiffany Fisher, who went on and played volleyball at Purdue.
Yep.
Division I sports, did well there. So
had a fantastic basketball and volleyball career here at Westview too. So
and some grandkids playing out here through marriage, and Brady Yoder is related there. So Elise, his daughter Elise, has a little boy coming up. I see him out here playing around. He's about 4 or 5 now, I think. So maybe he'll be lucky enough to get his grandpa's height there. So getting ready for second half action again. I want to remind you that tonight's halftime show was brought to you by Pizza Depot in downtown Millersburg, featuring a smoked turkey pizza special during the month of November. I think it'll be Westview ball to start the second half here. We had one tie ball situation in the second quarter, so Westview got to start the second quarter, and then again the third quarter, I believe. Looks like Westview's going back to their original starting lineup. 2 seniors, a junior, a sophomore, and a freshman. Sarah Lapp, Morgan Rieksecker, Michaela Mass, Andrea Miller, and Hope Bortner.
Bethany breaking out of their huddle. It's like their original starters as well.
Eva Horning, Colette Kern, Mariah Stoltzfus, Zoe Willems, and Kirsten Todd.
Sarah Lapp inbounds it. She'll get it right back from Andrea Miller. Left side pass comes to Hope Bortner. Back out front to Lapp. Westview chasing 19-18. They're trailing Bethany. And we have a reach-in foul called on Colette Kern.
And that'll be her third. So I guess I didn't go over that at the halftime, but four Bruins with 2 fouls at halftime. Kern, Stoltzfus, Willems, and Todd. And on Westview's side, Michaela Mass, the only Lady Warrior with more than 1 foul. She had 2.
Andrea Miller short on the 3 attempt. Back come the Bruins. Shot inside the lanes, no good. Put back up and no good by Bethany's Kirsten Todd, and now we have a held ball. Inbounding will be Mariah Stoltzfus for Bethany.
I always have to watch when the shooters take it out because I'm afraid they're going to pop back and get the pass right back. Shot no good though.
Andrea Miller brings it up court. Once again, Mariah Stoltzfus hawking her, but good ball handling by Andrea. Shot from the corner by Bortner, no good. Michaela Mass for the offensive rebound, and a putback is good.
Michaela picking up where she left off in the first half.
She's in, double digits now?
Yeah. just went into double digits in our second lead of the night, 2019 now.
High post right side is Zoe Willems. She'll go left side in the corner to Kern. Kern tries to get it inside, knocked away by Riegsecker. Now we have a held ball underneath.
And that'll turn the ball over in Westview's favor. It'll be a second held ball already here in the third quarter.
So a chance for the Warriors to have their biggest lead if they can score here.
Right, so far our biggest lead's been one.
Sarah Lapp across the 10-second stripe, moves it left side on the dribble. Hands it off to Riegsecker. Back to Lapp. Lapp drives the baseline, puts it up. Oh, short, no good. And the rebound's yanked down by Zoe Willems. Willems will bring it all the way up herself. She goes right side with it to Kern. Kern hits Stoltzfus on the wing. Now they'll work it left side to Kern. Her shot's no good, an air ball, and good defense by her. I don't know whether she meant to do. I don't know.
That's a wrong call.
I think
Riegsecker knocked it off of Kern's head, or off of Stoltzfus's head.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't catch that. Shot from three is good. Boy, that was costly.
That was a really good play by Riegsecker, but they somehow totally missed that.
Willems hits her first three of the night, and we've held her down pretty well, as you mentioned, Dan, during your halftime scoring report. She has 11, averages 17. Shot is up and good by Sarah Lapp underneath. Her third regular field goal of the night. Driving the lane is no good. Getting her own rebound underneath is Stoltzfus. She'll go right side with it on the pass, and the shot's up and good by Willems.
Willems just backed out and got set for hoping for that offensive board, and she got, they got it and kicked it to her, and she had a nice little 10-footer.
Andrea Miller with the basketball out front. Stoltzfus hanging on her. And it's knocked away, and now we have a reach-in foul's going to be called on Bethany.
Mariah Stoltzfus is going to pick up her third. I'm not sure why they stopped counting. I don't know that she ever created any space between them there.
Yeah, and that's what Coach Parson is arguing about to referee.
I think she's asking why the count stopped. I would agree with her. I don't think there was ever any space created there. Fortunate break for Westview.
Bortner drives it down to the baseline. We're going to have an offensive foul on
I think he just said she just lost it and went out of bounds, not calling a foul.
Oh, okay.
8 turnover for the Lady Warriors. 6 on the Bruins so far.
Pressure put on by Westview. With the ball in the corner, Horning. She'll bring it up front. Gives it to Stoltzfus. Zoe Willems drives, puts it up, no good, but she's fouled by, it looks like Mast. Nope.
Sarah Lapp was in there too. I wasn't sure which way they were going to go, so that's her first. Westview's first for the second half, and Willems will be at the line shooting 2. She already has a 3 and a 2 this quarter. 11 points, make that 3, 2, and a 1. 12 points for Willems. Cameron Miller checks in, comes in for Morgan Riegsecker.
Oh, you held her to 6 in that first half. She's already scored 6 here in the third quarter, and we're not even halfway through yet.
She scored 7 now.
Yeah.
So the biggest lead they had was early in the second quarter after hitting a couple threes. They were up by 6. The Lady Bruins were right now they're up by 4.
In the corner, Bortner puts up a 3. It's long this time, and the rebound is caromed out to Stoltzfus. She'll get it down to Willems, and Willems with an acrobatic shot underneath puts it in, and she's fouled.
Willems is having one heck of a third quarter here. That foul's going to be called on Mast. Her third. So they just tied their largest lead of the game. They're up by 6, 28-22, and Willems makes it 7. She is on fire. 2, 4,
she now
6,
has
8,
what,
10
points?
10 points this quarter. She has all their points right now. I guess Sarah Lapp has all of ours, but that's only 2 for the second half.
Bortner gives it off to Andrea Miller. She'll drive it on the wing and then pull it out the mast. Left side of the corner, Bortner will try a three, and this time she hits.
Finally got the lid off of there. Man, the net barely rippled on that one. 25-29, 3:51 to go.
Well, you got to give her credit for not giving up, because some girls, you know, they lose their confidence and they don't shoot them. But Hope knows she can do it, and she finally was able to hit that three. Andrea Miller on the wing gets it out front to Sarah Lapp. Lapp drives it down the lane, tries to put it up, and she's fouled as she draws that foul on number 20. I think it's going to be Morgan Schupp.
That'll be the third Bethany foul here in the second half. Sarah Lapp to shoot a couple.
Sarah, 56% free throw shooter.
Well, she missed her first two, so she should make these two. I guess not. Caffey back in for the Lady Bruins, coming in for Todd.
29-25. Sarah trying to add to the Westview score here with a successful free throw, and it's no good, misses wide right. Bringing it down is Zoe Willems. She'll go left side to Mariah Stoltzfus, back inside to Willems, back to Stoltzfus. They're kind of a 1-2 combination, those two. Willems are leading scorer and Stoltzfus second leading scorer.
So Michaela was trying to decide if she wanted to grab the ball or not, and she touched it, and then it went out of bounds. So they ended up giving it back to the Lady Bruins.
3 minutes, 5 seconds to go, third quarter. Westview down by 4. Good give and go underneath. Shots up and good by Stoltzfus off the feed from Caffey. First regular field goal of the night for Stoltzfus. She has 2 threes and 2 free throws to go along with her single on the regular field goal. Sarah tried to drive and then pull it back out on a pass, and she was double teamed there and traveled.
Kern back in for Lady Bruins, coming in for Chuck. Horning looking to trigger it in. Westview with some pressure.
Having to save it in bounds is Willems, and she does. Gets it right back. Gives off to Stoltzfus behind the back dribble. Tries to drive around Lapp. Gives off wide open to Kern. Kern shots an air ball, and the rebound, Michaela Mast is right there to pull it down. Michaela gets it to Andrea Miller. She'll back it out, wait for the offense to set. Gives off to Sarah Lapp. Lapp with Jessica Caffey on her. Tries to drive, has it blocked. Coming up with a loose ball is Zoe Willems. Left side pass goes to Kern. Kern shot to the baseline, left side's no good, and a rebound Bortner. And we have timeout on the court. It's going to be a full timeout. Minute 55 to go in the third quarter of the girls' game. Bethany 31, Westview 25. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Dry Forest Wood Products in Shipshewana offers high-quality lumber drying with their vacuum kiln drying process. At Dry Forest, we believe in valuing the life of a tree by respecting its integrity and enjoying its natural beauty. Dry Forest Wood Products with over 40 years of lumber drying experience. Located at 4325 North, 675 West in Shipshewana. Call 260-768-7714.
We're back at Westview. Bethany breaks out of their huddle after the timeout. Westview now coming out of theirs as we get ready to resume action here. Westview will inbound underneath the Bethany basket. Bethany dropping off, no pressure. They're leading by 6, 31-25. With the ball, Andrea Miller. Miller across the time stripe. Looks left, goes Top of the key, high post to Sarah Lapp. She'll feed Bortner for another 3. This time it's off the mark on a rebound, Willems. Willems hands it off to Stoltzfus, and back come the Bethany Lady Bruins. Looking to improve their record. Good steal by Bortner. Sarah Lapp with the ball now. Up top, she's left wide open for a 3. That one hits the back of the rim, no good, and a rebound pulled down by Willems. 70 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, we're getting some open shots. We just cannot get them quite to drop.
They're not dropping. Stoltzfus cross courts it to Willems. Willems into the paint, then dishes it out front.
The Lady Bruins do a nice job of driving inside and then kicking it outside to somebody setting up for a shot.
They do a good job. They've got some good athletes on this team, and you can tell they're well coached. Foul underneath.
Mariah Stoltzfus' shot missed, but fouled on the rebound by Hope Bortner. And the rotation continues for Westview, still only having played 6 players. Rieksecker back in. And who went out? Andrea?
I believe so. I don't see her out there.
So 3 fouls called on each of the 2 teams here in the second half so far.
Inbounding is Stoltzfus. Looking, lobs it in to Willems. Willems at the free throw line, drives, spins, puts it up with her left hand and got it. Boy.
She has not missed here in the third quarter.
Fantastic third quarter for Willems.
Oh, nobody back to get the rebound, the inbound pass.
8-point lead now for Bethany, their biggest of the evening. Boys are waiting in the wings. They'll be game 2 tonight, Bruins and the Warriors. With the ball masked, she'll dish it off to Cameron Miller. Down the corner to Bortner. Bortner to Lapp. Back to Mask for 3, and it's going to be no good. Good block out by Bethany. Here comes Willems. Wide open under. Oh, the shot at the buzzer is no good. Hits the back of the rim and bounces back out. So we played 3 quarters of basketball now here in this first game of our doubleheader tonight, and it's the Bethany Lady Bruins leading the Lady Warriors of Westview 33-25. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this 60-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
And we're back at Westview, 33-25 as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Bethany leading Westview. Our next basketball game will be right here at Westview High School on Saturday evening after Thanksgiving, as the Warriors will host the Northridge Raiders. We hope to see you out for the ball game in person. We'd love to see everybody out here and fill up the gym for that rivalry game between the Raiders and the Warriors. But if you can't make it, you can join us here for our streamcast. Willems with the ball. Left side pass goes to Chupp. Chupp shot short. Bortner with a rebound. And she's fouled from behind. So Westview will inbound. Neither team in the bonus at this point.
Foul's going to be called on Herning, her first. 4 on the Lady Bruins. And Willems had one heck of a quarter. The only shot she missed was that last second shot as time expired. In that third quarter, she scored 12 points and had 5 rebounds.
She certainly seemed like she was on a mission in that third quarter after being held to 6 points in the first half.
Yeah, she got up over her game average.
That's right. Shot from the corner by Bortner. She's pretty much starts the fourth quarter as she did the third quarter. Second three of the night for Hope, 33-28. Shot outside from the right side is good by point guard Eva Horning.
Her first points tonight. Push it right back up to a 7-point lead for the Lady Bruins.
Driving lap. Feeds Bortner again for three. And she hits again. So Hope's starting to warm up here. Third three now of the night for Hope. Has a total of 10 as she breaks into double digits in the scoring column. 35-31. Pass inside. Now back to Willems. Her shot off the glass is too hard, but grabbed out of there. Spinning around as Kirsten Todd puts it up. No good. Once again, Bethany on a rebound. Shots up, no good by Kern. Battle for the board. Now we have a held ball underneath. And the ball's going to belong to Westview on the alternating possession.
My goodness, we gave them 3 shots underneath.
Yeah.
Picked up 3 offensive boards there. Yeah, we were out rebounded 12-5 there in that third quarter.
And Bethany outscored us, 14-7?
Yeah.
Double us up in that department. Bortner bounce pass to Mast on the baseline, puts it up, no good off the iron, and the rebound's pulled out of there by Bethany's Morgan Schupp. She gets it off to Zoe Willems. Willems goes left side to Stoltzfus. She'll drive it down to the baseline and pull it back outside on the pass to Willems. Willems goes to Schupp. Schupp has it knocked away and right into the hands of Morgan Riegsecker.
Bortner did a nice job deflecting that pass, knocking it up in the air.
Westview a chance to get it down within 3 with a, or 1 rather, with a 3-pointer.
Well, they'd be within 3 with a 1.
Yeah, well, if we get a free throw.
It works, Jerry.
Ball kicked by Willems.
Go!
I wonder if she played soccer for this. I bet she did.
There's a good chance. School the size of Bethany,
right.
If you're a good athlete, you're probably, well,
she
nowadays not so much.
I know.
It used to be that good athletes would play 3 sports.
That's right. Andrea Miller with the ball. Bounce passes it to Cameron Miller. Are they sisters?
No, they're
last year.
I'm not even sure that they're related.
Well, that's surprising. Their last name's Miller.
Yeah. Hope Bortner, nice cut to the basket. She scored. She's up to 12.
She's kind of answering the quarter that Willems had in that third quarter.
Oh my goodness, we left Caffey wide open, and she says, "I'll take the layup, thank you very much."
Somebody lost an assignment there. Full timeout, 4:52 to go. Dan will turn it over to you.
I just wanted to, we've got our halftime sponsor this year is Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg, featuring smoked turkey pizza as their pizza of the month during November. Make sure you stop in, try out Pizza Depot in Millersburg.
We're back at Westview High School. Both teams still in their huddle after the full timeout called here on the court. Good ball game, 37-33, Bethany leading Westview. Bethany's been in control most of the game, although the Warriors took a lead.
We've had the lead twice, but one has been our biggest lead.
Right.
We started
we got
the
it up
third
to
quarter
3,
with a bucket to go up by 1, and with 1:11 to go in the first half, it was our first lead. We led 16-15.
Westview down 4, 37-33. Andrea Miller with the ball. She'll give it to Sarah Lapp. Lapp drives, puts it up, got it.
She does a nice job of finding the openings, driving inside.
8 points now for Sarah. 2-point ball game now, 37-35. 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Don't forget the boys game comes up next. Still have time to get out here if you're in Topeka or Shipshewana or in the area. Best to see the game in person. Can't beat that. The popcorn, the great hot dogs. 3-point shot by Stoltzfus is good. Her third of the night. I still say we have one of the best concessions in the on our schedule, although there's some pretty good food around the conference, I'd say.
Yeah, I think it depends on what you like. Some of the places have really good hot dogs.
Yeah, I think Angola might have the best hot dogs, as I recall. Shot by Cameron Miller is no good. Bethany up 5 with the basketball. Zoe Willems hands it off to Stoltzfus in the corner. Left side shot in the air, no good by Willems. Ball knocked out of bounds by 2 of the Bethany Bruins there. Trying to grab it were Eva Horning and Jessica Caffey.
So after Willems had that heck of a third quarter, not missing anything until the last second shot, she's missed her first 3 attempts here in the fourth quarter.
She's cooled off a little bit. Thank goodness for that third quarter buzzer, huh?
Yeah, and that, that string she had.
Oh, a collision underneath as Sarah Lapp was going for it, and Eva Horning met her there, but Sarah grabbed the basketball.
Couple near turnovers by Westview, managed to hang on to it.
Andrea Miller hands off to Morgan Riegsecker. Back to Andrea, is left wide open. Her shot's good, and it's a 3, her second of the night. 8 now for Andrea, and we have a 2-point ball game again. Bethany with the lead and the ball. Stoltzfus out front, gives off to Willems, and Willems shuffles her feet, so a big break for the Warriors and a chance to tie or take the lead.
Well, they just tied the turnovers, I think, 9 apiece now.
Wow.
Westview had an early lead there.
Yeah, they certainly did.
In the first quarter.
Yeah. Thought we were going to run away with that one, but good ball game in this first contest tonight. Riegsecker puts it on the floor once, gives it to Andrea, drives it to the paint. Back to Riegsecker, faking the shot. Is Mass. She drives, puts it up and in.
12 for Mass now, and ties it up. 2:09 to go in the game.
40-40 on the scoreboard here.
The Westview's climbed a couple points over their average for the season. Bethany is still 10, 12 points below their average.
Stoltzfus in the corner to Horning. Horning inside pass, knocked away. Grabbing it, though, underneath was Todd, and she gets it back out front.
Kroom in there for Bethany. I don't know that she'd played earlier.
No, I don't think we've seen her out there. 42.
Missed shot. Michaela Mast ends up with the rebound for Westview.
Chance for the Lady Warriors to take the lead. Bortner with it, right side. Gives it out front to Mast. Mast drives the open lane, misses, and the rebound's pulled down and pulled out of there by, I don't have her on my screen. Is that Curran?
Oh, okay. You have a different number for her. I have her down as 42. Kroom.
Oh, okay. Timeout on the court. Bethany with the timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. Minute 11 to go. Back after this.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Back back at Westview High School. Both teams still in their huddles. So an interesting stat here, Jerry. At the end of the third quarter, both teams had made 4 3-pointers. We had to do 15 shots to get our 4.
Yeah.
Bethany did it with 11. However, in the fourth quarter, we are 3 for 3. So right now we're 7 of 18. That makes that looks a whole lot better. And the Bruins they've made 1, only attempted 1, so they are 5 of 12. But right now, those threes, 2 by Hope Bortner and 1 by Andrea Miller, is what pulled us back into this ball game after trailing by 7 earlier in this quarter.
Yeah, the girls have played really great here in this fourth quarter so far. And they seem to be gaining confidence as the game goes on.
Well, and I think when you get that confidence, then you can get into your set offenses. You feel better about everything. You're not
right.
They're looking more settled.
Yes, they are. And the switching defenses by Bethany really didn't hurt us at all. I mean, it didn't mess us up at all. Made the adjustment and went on.
60 seconds to go in the game, and looks like are they going to try to hold for a last shot here?
It could be.
Make sure it's a very good one. So they're two top scorers handling the ball up top right now.
With a tie game like this, that's probably the thing to do. And they do have good ball handlers.
Probably still lots of timeouts left, so you run it down to a couple seconds like 10, 12 seconds if you'd want, and call another timeout and call the final play. 25 seconds to go. And still looking to kill the clock.
I think they want it in the hands of one of their scorers, and that'd be Stoltzfus or of course Willems. 10 seconds to go now. Stoltzfus with the basketball.
They're still not looking for the shot.
5 seconds. I don't know whether they'll get a shot off. Willems will force, or rather Stoltzfus from the corner misses, and that time expires, and we'll go to overtime.
Looked like they were about to call a foul, but it wouldn't have really done anything because neither team's
No, you're right.
In the bonus yet. So we'll take a break and be back with some extra period action here at Westview High School.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Yeah.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
An exciting way to begin our season, Dan, in streamcasting and having overtime in the first game we broadcast.
Absolutely. Yeah, Hope Bortner had trouble getting started tonight trying to get the lid off that basket, but she hit 2 threes and a 2 in the fourth quarter, and Andrea Miller hit a 3. That's what got Westview back into the ball game. Got it all tied up.
Bortner finished the first half with just 1 point, and so far she scored 11 here in the second half. 40-40 is our score, and Westview controls the tip any overtime. Andrea Miller goes right side with it to Michaela Mast.
A 4-minute overtime period.
Riegsecker gets it left side to Bortner. Bortner hands it off to Lapp. She'll hand it off to Mast, now in front to Bortner. Bortner drives, then dishes it off left side to Sarah Lapp. Good defense, cutting her off on the lane. Trying to drive the lane there, or not the lane, but the baseline. Kirsten Todd.
So I don't know if Westview is taking a page out of Bethany's playbook here. Going to go ahead and play for kill some time.
Take that high percentage shot if they can. Lapp drives, and she's going to be
Foul.
reached in on and fouled.
It's going to be called on Willems, her third. The fifth on the lady. Whoops, I just put that on Todd. It's going to mess me up.
Ball knocked away and stolen by Stoltzfus out of the hands of Andrea Miller, but she misses a layup. Ball kicked out of bounds by Bethany. It's going to be Westview basketball.
Well, that was a gift.
Yes, it was.
Missing the layup.
Good to have you along tonight on Leguana Media and Westview Warrior basketball. Love to see you out here at the gym this year. Ball knocked away and stolen by Bethany. Stoltzfus with it.
A couple of quick turnovers here for Westview to start the overtime period.
With the ball, Horning. Horning gets it to Willems, high post left side. She'll hand it off to Stoltzfus. She drives it in, and we have a blocking foul is going to be called on Andrea Miller.
Not sure if he would have called it, but he either had to call that or a travel.
Yep.
And if Stoltzfus wouldn't have traveled, he might have just let it go. But Andrea Miller picks up her first 4 on Westview now for the half.
Willems gets it in. Right back to Willems from Stoltzfus. Her shot's no good, and a rebound. Good block out by Mass, but she can't hold on. Now Willems. Stoltzfus for 3. No good off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Morgan Riedsecker saves it from going out of bounds to Mast, and then Mast stepped on the line, and it's going to be Bethany basketball.
Yeah, that's hurting us here. They're getting second and third attempts here. So far, they haven't been able to capitalize on it, but spending way too much time down here at the Bruin end.
Almost halfway through the overtime period.
At the 2-minute mark now.
Stoltzfus with the basketball out front. Takes it right side. Being guarded by Riedsecker. 3 in the air. This time by Willems is no good. Bortner had the rebound, then lost it as Horning wrestled it away. And now we have a foul, and the shot goes, and it's a foul on Morgan Riedsecker on the block out.
So another second attempt, and this time they really made it hurt.
Mariah Stoltzfus with a fadeaway 3, and then Morgan Riedsecker did the right thing. She was trying to block out, and Willems, I think she might have stepped on Willems' foot and caused her to fall backwards, and that's all it took. And she completes the 4-point play, and that's a killer. 44-40 now.
1:35 to go.
Sarah Lapp with the ball. She drives it. Left open, but she bounces it off her shin and out of bounds.
Had a nice crossover dribble. Had a wide open left-handed layup run at the basket, but she lost it.
30-second timeout called by Bethany. We'll be right back right after this 30-second break.
Remodel.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Back at Westview, 1:28 to go, 44-40. We're in overtime. Bethany leading Westview.
And my guess is they're going to try to kill some clock again. They got a minute and a half, 1:28 to go here.
And we're putting on a full court pressure, trying to steal it. Willems still looking, gets it into Stoltzfus, right back to Willems. Pass up court goes to Kern. They'll try to get it right back into the hands of Stoltzfus or Willems. And yeah, they'll try to kill the clock down, I'm sure, here. Leading by 4. Waste away as much as they can at least. And we have a foul as Sarah Lapp had her hands on Willems as she was dribbling away.
At the scrimmage the other night, I asked one of the officials what new rules there were, and he said really one of the things is they're asking him to focus on that hand check.
Hand check, yeah.
And especially if you touch with 2, make sure you call it. And even, I hadn't realized this, but if you get your hand on the opposing player, take it off, and as soon as you put it back on,
it's a foul.
Then
that's
it's a
like
foul.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's what they just called on Sarah there. Both of those, I think.
Yeah.
Because she only had one hand on her both times, but
she pulled it off and put it back on. Yeah. I don't know. At the line will be Zoe Willems. 18 points, now 19 for Willems. 45-40 now, Bethany.
All scoring in the overtime period by the Bruins so far.
Willems' second shot rattles out. The rebound, Michaela Mask for Westview. They're going to have to score in a hurry here. Lapp gets it to Bortner. Now Andrea Miller for 3. And she hits. Huge 3 for Andrea, her 3rd of the night. And that brings the Warriors back within 2. Still plenty of time. 42.8 seconds to go in the overtime. Westview trailing by 2. We'll keep it here.
We'll keep it here again. If you weren't with us earlier, just a reminder, we will have the boys game right after this. You'll need to log out and log into the boys game. But also earlier this evening, the junior varsity girls played a half because Bethany did not have enough girls to play 2 full games. They had girls running out of quarters available to play, but Westview ended up winning that 16-15. And then also the junior varsity Westview Warriors beat the Bruins 48-38. The boys did. Sorry, I guess I need to be a little more specific there. And just a reminder, too, that coming up on December 17th is an alumni game and fundraiser here at Westview High School. They're going to have players from the 70s through last year. Girls game start at 6 o'clock, followed by the boys game. There'll be some 3-point shooting, and I'm not sure what all else, but it's designed to be a family fun night out. Encourage any and all Westview fans to come out and be part of it.
I'm pretty sure that's going to draw a crowd. There'll be kids home for, well, not kids anymore, but young adults home from college, and it's perfect time to have it.
Yeah, I see they don't have anybody from the 60s. I know some players that played in the 60s.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm not sure what the deal is.
Yeah, it seems like Denny Yoder's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Cliff Thompson.
Whoa.
I could name quite a few, but
yeah. But I guess none of them signed up to play.
Mariah Stoltzfus with the basketball. 45-43. Brings it across the timeline. Good ball handler, and that's who they want to have. But
I think Bortner finally got a hand on her to get the foul called.
So that'll send.
No. Yeah, it was Bortner.
Stoltzfus to the charity stripe, shooting 1-1.
She currently has 4 of their 5 points here in the overtime period.
Hits her free throw.
And she's up to 18 points. Pushes that lead back up to 3. 31.1 seconds to go. Bruins up by 3, 46-43.
And that pushes it out now with that free throw to a 2-possession game. As Stoltzfus hits them both. Down to 25 seconds to go. Warriors need to get a shot up. Michaela Mask, they don't really have to hit the 3 here, but ball knocked away. Now we have a foul called on Willems.
That was a lucky break for Westview. Willems got a hold of Hope Bortner's hand as she had knocked the ball loose.
Number 4 on Willems.
But that still won't, it's only the 6th team foul on the Lady Bruins, so not a shooting foul yet. 16.9 seconds to go. We have to score twice, unless we can get a 4-point play like they did.
Yeah, that's what we need right here. Andrea Miller drives, misses a shot. That's probably going to do it. Rebound comes off to Bethany, and Stoltzfus with 5 seconds, and Lapp chasing her down, fouls her from behind with just 4.3 seconds to go. So once again, Mariah Stoltzfus will be at the charity stripe for the Lady Bruins.
Still just a 1-1, but she's made 3 straight here. Actually, she's 5 for 5 for the night from the free throw line, Stoltzfus is.
Shots up and good by Stoltzfus.
Make that 6 for 6.
20 points.
Their leading scorer right now. I think Willems has 19.
And she adds to that. 21 now for Stoltzfus. And the Warriors will bring it up. Shot at the buzzer.
Oh!
Wow! Half-court shot by Andrea Miller. I don't think she can believe it.
The look on her face. Like, that was priceless.
Fourth three-pointer of the night for Andrea Miller at the buzzer. I think she was beyond the half-court stripe.
She had just crossed over.
Okay.
Man, that was nothing but net. That was beautiful. So
14 for Andrea to finish the night. Good way to do it. But the Warriors lose to Bethany by a score 49-46. Bethany moves to 5-1 now in the season, and the Warriors drop to 2-4. Well-fought contest, and Lady Warriors drop it in overtime to the Bethany girls. We'll be back with a quick wrap-up and get ready for the boys' game right after this 60-second timeout.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
What? Oh, back at Westview High School. A quick wrap up here of the girls' game. Close fought game pretty much through the entire thing. Bethany does outscore Westview in the final period 9-6. 8 of those points coming from junior Mariah Stoltzfus, who hit a 3 and was 5 for 5 from the stripe to lead the way for them in that overtime period. Willems had 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Westview's lone points came from Andrea Miller, who hit 2 threes in the overtime period, including a last-second shot from half court to make her 4th 3 of the night. Looking at individual scoring for the Bruins, Eva Horning had 2 points tonight. Morgan Chupp finished with 3, 2 points for Kirsten Todd, 2 points for Jessica Caffey, and then their big leading scorers carried them. They scored 40 points between them. Zoe Willems, averaging 17 points a game, had 19 tonight. Mariah Stoltzfus has been averaging 11.2. She had 21 points, including she had 4 3-pointers as well. Westview tonight had 4 players scoring. Sarah Lapp had 8 points tonight, all 2-point shots. 12 points each for Hope Bortner and Michaela Mast. Michaela had 8 at halftime, was held to 4 in the second half. And then 14 points, our leading scorer tonight, by hitting that last 3-pointer. Andrea Miller hit 4 threes and was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Probably the biggest difference overall in the game was free throws and rebounds. Westview was only 3 of 9 from the free throw stripe, only 3 points from the free throw line. And on the other side, the Lady Bruins were 7 of 9 during the regular game, and then there were 6 of 7 from in the final period. So 13 of 16. So that's probably the big difference right there. Both teams ended up with Westview ended up with 9 3-pointers, and the Lady Bruins ended the evening with 6. Huge rebounding difference. Westview a total of 20 rebounds, 16 defensive, 4 offensive. The Lady Bruins had 20 defensive rebounds and 16 offensive rebounds. So right there, a huge difference. A lot more shots taken by the Lady Bruins because of that. overall almost equal on the turnovers. We were equal at the end of regulation, but then Westview did have 3 in the final period, and the Bruins had none. So thanks for joining us tonight. Tonight's post-game show was brought to you by J&R Solutions. They're providing unlimited high-speed internet no matter where you live. Call 574-349-7673. Good night for right now, and remember to join us again here in just a moment for the boys contest.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide